When someone tried to mix Brazilian folk rhythms with lyrical sounds of jazz for the first time, the whole world was captivated by the result of such fusion. The new musical genre called bossa nova was quickly embraced by all. And now charming American Brazilian tunes are intertwined with melodic sound of Kazakh words. It's an interesting experiment done by a charming singer with the stage name Polina Khanym. A modest girl with passionate attitude demonstrated a great deal of determination. It took a few years for this idea to develop, and finally the maxi single Kazakh Bossa Nova was released.
I know translations of The Girl from Ipanema into at least French, Italian, Spanish, and Russian languages. And I've also found translations of Bossa Nova standards into Russian. It was very interesting for me to sing it in different languages. When you do that, the atmosphere of the song and even some components of the melody change. For example, the way it sounds in Portuguese is completely different from the Russian version. You perceive the song differently. At some point, I wondered if anyone had ever done translations of Bossa Nova standards into Kazakh. To be honest, when I approached her with such a request, I doubted this would work at all. It is not an easy thing to do. You have to convey the meaning of the song and preserve the artistic concept, while also making sure that the translation fits into the same rhythmical patterns. So as you can see, it's not an easy task. But Nargis says that it was very interesting to work on this project because she is fond of music. Moreover, she writes poetry. This task served as a challenge for her that she accepted with excitement and curiosity. And for me, it somehow fits into my linguistic goals concerning Kazakh language. In general, I can say that I create conditions for myself to learn Kazakh language in an easy and pleasant manner.
Polina Khanym is an original singer from Kazakhstan with an interesting biography. It is possible to view her as someone who drifts with life's currents and yet who has only ever pursued what she truly liked. Ever since she was a child, Polina followed her passion and pursued things that pleased her soul. Early on, she wanted to become a dancer but ended up in a vocal class by mere chance. She also learned to play guitar a bit later, simply because the guitar class was next to the vocal class. The girl who dreamed of dancing accepted the alternative options offered by fate and gladly immersed herself in music. She practiced singing and honed the skills of playing a musical instrument. After growing up, Polina took various roads that fate offered her. Somehow they led to an interesting academic choice. Polina obtained 2 diplomas in different specialties, tourism and journalism.
Ни одного дня не проработала по этим специальностям, всегда занималась только музыкой, но опять же...
Actually, I have never had a job neither in journalism nor in tourism. Music has always been my passion, so I followed my heart and studied only music. The question that everyone asks me is why I don't have professional music education, but there's no easy answer to that. It's just the way life goes, built by some circumstances that unravel and lead you to certain places. And when you end up there, you start wondering why you made those choices, why you hadn't done some things differently. It would have been easier indeed, but that's not how life works.
Today, Polina Khanym is a recognized singer, a confident and strong-willed woman with kind eyes and a big heart. It's large enough to fit her love for Kazakh language and culture, but also for cultures of many other countries throughout the world. Polina performs in 11 languages, and her creative self is always ready to conduct unique experiments. For example, she has successfully given Kazakh folk songs a French twist or created a beautiful soundscape from Kazakh musical instruments to accompany Arabic poems. Polina completed numerous fascinating projects, and she will undoubtedly work on many more in the future.